Hello everyone, I'm the Mad Hatter 92, gamer, coffee lover, otaku, and welcome back to another episode of Otaku Snack Attacks. Now, I've done sweets on the last two ones, and I thought to myself, I want something salty or savory, and chips sounded good, so I'm no stranger to the chips, whether it be kettle chips, tortilla chips, really anything in between. And I saw this brand before. I've had one of the flavors, but I've not had this one. This is the Miss Vickie's jalapeno flavored kettle chip. I've had the backyard barbecue one. I mean, not backyard barbecue. I'm thinking of the Kettle brand chip, backyard barbecue. That one was pretty good. I've had the barbecue flavor of this one, and then there's also a standard flavor. I think there's a sea salt and vinegar one and a couple other flavors, but I like the barbecue one quite a bit. Every bag of chips begins somewhere, but ours began with someone. Miss Vickie wanted better chips for her family, so she made them using ingredients fresh from her family's farm. In her kitchen, where work was respected, family was loved, and honesty was a must. She spent years getting the right crunch and flavors to put big, happy smiles on everyone's face in her farmhouse today. As more discover the great taste of Miss Vickie's chips, her influence keeps growing. Now, when it comes to potato chips in general, I love a good potato chip. I think, a lot of people think Lay's or Ruffles and anything in between. I really like the Kettle brand chips. Now, I do like a crispy, crunchy chip, but sometimes chips can, especially Kettle brands, can be a bit too crunchy. Like, not to the lines of like Corn Nuts. Corn Nuts are still a snack. I remember having them when I was in elementary school, and there was only a few times I ate them. Granted, I did have the barbecue one quite a bit, but I think a lot of people like the ranch flavor and then the original. I think there was a couple others. But what was I thinking back then? I'm surprised I didn't lose any teeth eating those things. If you had those, you know how crunchy Corn Nuts are. And what I mean by super crunchy kettle chips, sometimes kettle chips can be a bit too crunchy. It has to draw that line between being crispy, crunchy, but not overly so. But that's just me. I don't like a super, super duper crunchy chip. But I've had quite a few, and my usual go-to brand is the Kettle brand chip. My favorite flavor for them, I think, is the. It's hard to find. I can only find it in a couple places. It's the. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. Truffle Kettle brand chip. That one's really good. It's salty, it's garlicky, it's peppery. It's really good. But with jalapeno chips, they can be a little bit too spicy or rather tame to some. And again, I'm not the biggest chili head. I'm kind of a wimp when it comes to spicy. The spicy stuff I can take personally is about sriracha. And sriracha's even not that spicy. Depends how much you use. But I love sriracha in my ramens or pho or stir fry and so on and so forth. But just a little bit. But with these jalapeno chips, we'll see how spicy they are. Now, the last time I had jalapeno chip was actually just the standard Lay's one, and they were okay, but I'm surprised they actually packed a little bit of a punch, and, sometimes the spice can be inconsistent. Sometimes you get a bag that's not too spicy, or sometimes you get them that's not enough, As long as it tastes good, that's all that matters. I just like a little bit of heat. I like to be able to, enjoy the flavor of the chip and not just be like, it tastes like burning, but looks good, not too big. A lot of black pepper flakes on there. Nice and crisp, obviously. The heat's building just a little bit, just on the back of the throat at the end. Pretty good. Peppery, a little garlicky. You get that classic jalapeno flavor, that crispy crunch. And they're nice. I mean, they have a nice coating of seasoning on there. And they're not too crunchy. I mean, they're rather thin. There's still a thickness to them, but not overly crunchy, which I really like. Heat level, though, it's tame. It's certainly there, especially at the back when you finish. It kind of creeps up on you. And the more you have, the heat's gonna build up exponentially too. Pretty good. I think this is a new brand of chip. I have not seen this brand before for Miss Vickie's, but again, I'm trying the barbecue one, and I'm sure there's many, many other flavors that are out there. But pretty good. I like the fact no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. That's always a win in my book. A little expensive. This bag was $5.29, but it depends on where you go. You can usually get some chips for big bags or something like 2 for $5, 2 for $6, 2 for $7. But this flavor is good. Crispy, crunchy, nice jalapeno flavor. Not too spicy, just very subtle, but it's still there. Nice. This is a good chip, just like the barbecue ones I've had from them. This was pretty darn good. If you like Kettle chips and a good jalapeno flavor, you can't go wrong with this. I'm pleasantly surprised because I was worried. The barbecue ones I had, again, they were very tasty. They had that classic smoky, salty garlickiness you get with a good, classic barbecue chip. But they were a bit crunchy. They were on the crunchier side, but they were still good. These ones I like even more. And if I try another flavor from them, I'll probably just do the standard sea salt or look for other flavors they have. I like this one. I really like this one. Thank you for joining me. If you liked this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I tip my hat to you all. Thank you so much for watching, and take care.